Well, techies and tech heads, this was actually very interesting. Holy crap, did Windows kind of hit a home run out of the park? After elongated tests and conclusive tests back and forth, I was actually able to prove that the accelerator is working this time around. But dear gosh, are all the other scores just crap. Yeah, welcome to the Windows updates for Circumvent. We're doing mid-patch notes. My name's back here, the MacGyver7 channel. So if you're new, you're in for a treat. This is going to be pretty fun because this is basically just going to prove that AMD's pretty much good, but it's going to be Windows. But let's take a closer look. It's just going to be benchmarks and stuff like that. Pretty fun. Nothing, I guess, patch notey. You know, it's the mid-patch notes. We get to brush it off till, you know, AMD says knock knock. 20.7.3's here. But one of the funny things was that I ended up finding out instantly, was this is the old score, and just from running back-to-back scores between Windows doing their security updates, they themselves figured out something that they probably can make run a little bit easier. So even without a circumvent, it was pretty conclusive, where I was just like, wow, okay, yeah, interesting, right, when it updates. Then when it updates to the very new one, with everything directly on top there, we lose about 200 points, which pretty much for Firestrike, I mean, it's pretty kind of substantial. I mean, 50, 25, maybe, but yeah, pretty big. Now, lining them up back to back for as far as when the circumvent hit over, you can kind of see that pretty much there's not too much to be seen. But one of the elements that I noticed was I clicked on the accelerator, and only the accelerator, after I noticed that the FPS for the variable rate that we figured out ended up working better in the last patch note for some weird reason after the circumvent. Yeah, now the accelerator is just wanting to play, so I need to play really good with the FPS. So don't put on your variable fresh rate. I know, this is freaking confusing. Windows introduces a whole new element in the ecosystem that we call our FPS just deteriorates. It's frustrating. I get it. But as long as you have your accelerator on, your variable fresh rate off, and you're not running just stock, and you actually do go to your graphics settings, you should be fine. And for most people that are wondering how to access that, all you're gonna really do is go over here and just type in graphic. It's gonna pop this open, and instantly you can see that I have the accelerator on, because that was the last conclusive test that I was running, where I was like, holy crap, this is pretty good, within the ballpark that I can recommend. Definitely the hardware accelerator, the GPU scheduling is working pretty chill. But just in case most people don't know, so with that already kind of gone, and you know what you need to do in order to make things function. So if you're gonna ask me, does Fortnite run better? Well, that depends. Did you click the accelerator on? It might. It just depends. These games and wacky races that I feel like we get in with updates is kind of the conclusive fact. So once I clicked off just accelerator by itself and clicked back on the variety of the, I guess, refreshable rate that they have, since I have two options. Some of you guys and gals will just get one option, which is the accelerator, and that's great. That's all you need. But if you have both of them, make sure you only turn on the accelerator, because this was the one with it, this is the one without it. So I was just like, the only missing element was the accelerator. When I clicked the accelerator back on, it boosted right back up to a very clean 2100. Now, remember at the very beginning, we had, before this situation, the update, I mean, it was already running clean by itself. So you can kind of see where there still is a step back, but the only option now to an actual clean update, and through the scores, I mean, I could probably talk your ear off about DirectX 12 and 11, but it's pretty conclusive across the board that right now, what you are going to get the best variety for the Windows patch when it circumvents on 2004, if you have Windows 10, because I'm pretty sure a majority of my Linux community is probably laughing, going like, you know, we don't actually deal with these issues, and well, rightfully so. A lot of the drivers are written on them. But yeah, that's it. Pretty much very short, wrapped up in under 5 minutes, which I thought was pretty chill. I just kind of went with DirectX 11 with the Firestrike for just the bare bones, because it was the best in the variety we'll point to kind of see. And I do one thing while we'll compliment that Windows is getting at least the variety of how the fluctuation of the FPS happens from test to test is starting to, I guess, sandwich, which is kind of cool. So I'm noticing less bigger spikes between swing tests, which is pretty cool. So maybe they're trying to dial something in like that, but I'm not defending Windows. I am not trying to touch that with a 10-foot pole. I'm here to show you AMD mid notes. So yeah. Have a nice fun one, everyone. If you're not new and you are returning, cheers. You can always use those affiliate links down below. That helps me as a creator. And if you are new, you can always subscribe, absolutely free. And I'll see you guys and gals in the near future. Stay safe, stay classy, and who knows, maybe, just maybe, if you subscribe, Pac-Man will come in and eat all the bad drivers like ghosts, because that'd be freaking sweet. They should make him software Pac-Man that fixes software that sucks, like Windows. Yeah, I'm calling you out, Windows. Do your job better. But I mean, why am I complaining? I have a job because of you, so cheers. Later.